A beautiful thing, a beautiful thing. It's the Mad Love Chat. I'm Dave.
And I'm Marla. Again, I'm always Marla. I hate that. I want to be somebody else once.
I used to try to help you fix your problems, but you know what? I can't be you.
Okay, guys, this is the cheeriest part of my entire day. For all of those, we have a big Christian audience, and not even just Christian audience. I honestly believe that Christian or not, everybody is capable of prayer. So really do sincerely pray for our family. We're going through quite a time right now with our son. And so that's the lowest point right now of not just my day, but I think my life. So.
But you know what? On a lighter note, I will have to say this. You did a video blog on your own when I was out of town. You thought it was funny to say, why does Dave always try to figure out, like McGruff the crime dog, who emptied the toilet paper roll? Well, for your information and from a man's perspective, because it's not just me. I think it's most men, they approach a problem that way because my goal is to make it so that I never have to run into that problem again. I want to solve the problem, know who's doing it. I want to know who's doing it so that we can say, hey, whoever you are, why don't you just put a new roll on there when you're done?
Okay, but can I ask you a question?
Be courteous.
This is sincere.
Be kind.
Do you feel
show that you love me?
That your goals and your objective to fix it so it never happens again, did you meet that goal? Because it's been 19 years and he's still asking for toilet paper. Is there not a problem with the fact that it's been 19 years and he still goes into the bathroom and he still wants to figure it out?
And she doesn't care. You know why? Because I know it's you, honey.
Look, Dad,
I know it was you.
There's 5 butts in this house. There's 5 butts and there's 2. There were 3, now there's 2.
So that narrows it down to those who have to go and use toilet paper every time for any time they go to the bathroom.
I think you should put up
front and back.
We're good with cameras. Why don't you put up a hidden camera? See who's using the toilet paper.
You know what? You're trying to get me. Who's using the You're trying to send me to jail. Because if I had a hidden camera and I put it on the internet, I could go to jail. See? She's trying to get me again. I ain't falling for it.
He's never going to figure it out because the kids and I are crafty.
Anyway, we asked in our last survey that we put up, how long should you stay with a friend who just has too many issues?
When should you walk away? And the question
before you walk away.
The answer options were not at all, forever, or it depends. Yeah. And of course, the majority was said 86% were in at it depends, and an even 7% split for forever or not at all. Yeah.
So I really don't know what it depends means.
He was confused about that. I fell on the it depends category.
And you know what we found out? I think we found out the reason why it was black and white for me, that, you know, I didn't think that guys really cared that their friends always were complaining or anything like that, because I think that guys kind of just, you know, hey man, you know, so that's what you're going through. I feel bad for you. It's going to be okay. Boom, boom. A pound here and there, handshake, pat on the back, you know, the guy hug, you kind of pat on the back. And then, I'm going to pray for you, we pray about it, it's going to be okay, and we move on. But I think, maybe I'm just rude.
Guys need more love, that's all I'm saying.
Yeah, you know what, maybe I just need to work on being more in touch with the emotion of being concerned with others.
When you leave here today, honey, I have a new thing for all men. Hug a guy. Men, you need to hug. It's okay. That's my charge. I want you to go forward and hug a guy. Just pick a guy and hug
any guy. Any guy that you see, just hug him.
Just hug a guy. I don't understand.
Hey, Ralph Nader, I love you, buddy.
That's the new campaign. Could you just hug a guy?
Anyway, explain right quick before you run out of time what your it depends means.
My it depends means that I honestly like to put myself in your shoes, and I do that with my friends frequently. And that means that I'm imperfect. I'm so imperfect, and I've gossiped. I've done all the things that make us actually feel shame. You know, taking advantage of friends, not been in touch, and through the years as I've grown, you come to understand with all those things that people are all those things as well. And what if everybody in my life never forgave me or just abandoned me on the first mistake, where would I really be?
Well, get this.
So I think it really does depend, and I really try to live that way.
That kind of makes me feel like maybe I'm just kind of insecure with being able to be in touch with that type of emotion with another guy.
That's why you should.
And I think maybe all guys are kind of insecure in their, to a degree, I don't want to say in their manhood, but to be able to, you know, hug and cry together.
You know what, honey? You're in a good position, because there are 5 men around you that you sing with that are like your brothers that we've all grown up with.
Are.
And you should be, before you go into the world and hug Ralph Nader, you could hug a Mark. We'll be back next week with the blog that addresses this week's survey, which is who wants sex more in this relationship, Dave?
Is it me or is it Marla?
And I'll put up 2 polls this week. One of them is answer who wants it more, but also I want you to answer, what do you think? Who looks more sex-starved and hungry in this relationship? Is it me? Or is it Dave? You can't even put a rabbit.
So who wants it more? You guys guess. Who wants it more, Marla or me?
Stay tuned for the other part 2 to the survey. You would never believe this, and this
is not part 2. This is going to be, we have to address this because we've run into this I don't know how many times out of the blue. It's confusing to me.
Someone brought up to me an article that stated that men lose interest in the relationship. A majority of men.
Men can't see their significant other's fart.
They
don't want to hear it. They don't want to smell it.
2.
And even beyond that, they don't want to see you do do.
So can you?
What the? What? What the hell?
There's a lot of toxic wives or whatever. They must be green goblins because this is a natural bodily function.
I don't know what you women are doodling out.
But you know what, Dave? Here's what I found.
But your men don't want to know about it. They don't want to smell it. They don't want to know that you do it.
And that's the survey.
Hold it in. Get sick if you have to. Vomit. Anything. Don't do it.
We'll get into that.
Love at you later. Oh, you was about to say something else?
This is Dave. Clearly on night crack. I don't know where this. Okay, yeah. See you later. Marla and Dave, man, love chat.
Okay, I do love you, honey. Even though you call me on crack, night crack. Okay.
Beauty